Yesterday was another big day. Had to bring Ferdi home, but with having a cold and chest infection, I got no sleep, and more than ever, I need to get my rest to recharge, but didn't happen. So, being up since 3, and then catnapping till his medication came, and then going pick him up, was running completely on empty. When I was there with him, I started at the parking at the hospital. There wasn't any. Had to go around the whole place a couple of times to get somewhere, and that was tough. Little things like that just stress me, because when you're parking the car and the sensors go off and all the extra noise, it throws me completely out of balance. But I got there. They wanted to explain to me what was happening, what was I needed to do, and what the times and measurements were. But the more he was talking and the more Ferdi was talking, the less I was understanding, and I was almost in tears. I couldn't pick it up, and I understood before, but I completely didn't afterwards. And I told him they had to stop. I couldn't do it, and I was running on empty, and I can't take the information in. And all I was thinking was, I don't want to be here. I want to get out. Got home and started tidying up. Ferdi sat down and put the television on, and I just felt I was doing everything myself. And I just told him, I said, I'm doing this, you sort the paperwork out on the table. It looks like a bomb's hit it, there's paper everywhere. So you start sorting that, I'm doing other stuff. Once I told him to do, I had to tell him, because the initiative to do things just isn't there with Parkinson's. So you have to tell him what to do. And I was getting other stuff sorted out somewhere for a table for his medication, doing his laundry and getting everything else sorted. It was a lot. I lost the ability to speak, no shock, and I was almost crying. We carried on through the day, and I think I went for a nap. I really don't remember much of the day. And towards the end of the day, I was completely empty. I had no emotion left in me. I was completely numb. And he was saying, I'll pick up something for dinner, and told him what I wanted, and he kept on joking, saying something different, and I couldn't process it. And I started crying. And he said, oh, come on, don't be silly. This is stupid. And that made me worse, and I was howling, shaking, and out of control, because I was completely empty. And he then realised I'd done too much. He realised at that point I couldn't take anymore. He held me, and he apologised for making jokes, and we carried on. He shouldn't have to apologise for joking, but that's what it's like. Sometimes I just can't cope. Did everything. Then at night, doing the medication change with the pump. We did it, but it was hell. I walked out the room twice, couldn't handle it. He pulled the pump off the table because he wasn't paying attention. I was reading what to do and he was doing something else. And I just thought, if this is what it's going to be like every day, I don't want it. Give it time, see if it gets better, but it was horrible. We got there eventually, and that was the important part. But having to argue and yell at each other to get it done, I know this is the hardest part for getting used to something new, but holy crap, it was bad. And yesterday, in amongst all that, had a letter come from the UAV with an appointment with the doctor. I was trying to sort that out as well. Put in the calendar and find out where it was. And he kept interrupting me, and I told him he can't because I can't fuck this up. And he backed off until he forgot. But I got it done, and having the letter for that was hard. It was big because of what it represents, and it was hard to accept. But the state I was in I was in no state yesterday. I slept, and I slept more through exhaustion, but I slept a full night through, so I'm better than I was yesterday. So let's hope it just gets better.